Other neighboring states like Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Alabama have clamped down on theirs. Now that, along with Georgia's own heroin epidemic, has created a crisis that the state is now trying to tackle head on. I ask her, ¿Vives con miedo cada día o no? Do you live in fear every day or not? But will they actually pass meaningful restrictions on guns or gun purchases? That remains to be seen. Despite what the candidates are doing, those ads, all the money that's being poured into this race and so forth, it's not moving the needle. Lineup Social Justice says that you didn't meet in a town hall.
Well, I do better than that. I'm meeting with individual constituents.
Now, on the one hand, premiums would eventually go down. But then again, on the other hand, certain health services would also go down or go away. She participated in the protest, but we actually had a guest on who was one of the leaders who said she actually did not burn the flag. Does that make a difference to some people? Perhaps.
Hello, Peter. How are you?
14-year-old Jordi Medina loves to smile and hopes to someday become an attorney. He's eager to start school in Plainfield in September. To get ready, he's taking an English class offered by Angels in Action.
Evening. Evening.
Jordi's actually an American citizen. His mother, who crossed the border illegally, gave birth to him in Los Angeles. She was deported when he was 1, so they left. He practically lived his whole life in El Salvador before moving to New Jersey last month. He says the violence he left behind is rampant. Families, even children, are blackmailed. He explains that the extortionists say, if you don't give me a certain amount of money, we'll kill you. Behind Jordi's smile is a vivid memory of how criminals killed his classmate, who was just 11 years old. Jordi says, dead. He was left tossed out with his arms cut off. It's sad, ma'am. There's nothing but nothing you can do except drop your head because no one can do anything. Jordi says he almost became a statistic himself when he was attacked by gang members just 3 months ago. Jordi said to himself, my God, my time has come. But Jordi got lucky and was let go. Jordi gets emotional as he says, I sincerely gave thanks to God because I didn't expect to keep on living.
Traffic.
The problem of housing young illegal immigrants here and keeping them safe is real. But some people argue there's just as big a problem among American children. Gail Kesselman is co-founder of New Jersey Citizens for Immigration Control.
Where's the compassion for the children in Detroit? Where are they supposed to go? Where are they supposed to go to find peace and refuge? It's one thing to be compassionate. It's another thing to be played for a fool. And I believe that the American people have been played for fools with this whole illegal immigration situation that has been going on for years.
Kesselman says she does not blame the children. She blames politicians.
The United States is broke. We do not have the resources to deal with a massive influx of third world, impoverished people into our country.
She argues that the nearly 60,000 children who crossed into the United States unaccompanied since last October will put an added strain on the system.
When we see 2-year-old and 5-year-old and 6-year-old children coming over the border, what kind of work are they going to be doing that Americans can't do?
Thank you. Thank you.
As for Jordi, he knows he's lucky he was born here, but misses his mother. But he says he knows of other kids his age who are here illegally. And there are thousands more who are desperate to have the same chance he got to live in the United States.
Es duro. Es difícil.
Jordi says, it's hard. It's difficult because all of the memories come to mind. Well, have you ever wondered who these electors are? You're about to meet Bruce Acevedo. He's an elector who says that he was proud to get nominated. He just never expected to get flooded with tens of thousands of messages from people trying to convince him to change his vote.
Can you imagine getting one of these in the mail and opening them thinking it's from your kids or friends?
But no, these holiday cards.
I'm sorry this is Thanksgiving, but I think this is really important.
And these emails.
I had 2,700 right here.
And these letters
And I started getting letters to my house. My sons, my kids started getting letters.
are from strangers, and they haven't stopped coming since the presidential election.
Elect Hillary.
They're urging Azevedo to not vote according to the popular vote in Georgia, where Donald Trump came out on top, and to vote for other people instead.
The majority of them wanted me to vote for Hillary. A few hundred that I've read that would like me to not vote at all. And then I had a number of them that wanted me to vote anybody but Trump.
It got so bad, he had to contact the server provider to filter them from his business and personal emails. The approaches vary. There's the guilt trip.
I've gotten calls from Texas saying that, you know, if you vote for Trump, my children will die and they won't have insurance.
Don't worry about breaking the law approach.
If there is a crime involved by me not voting, to go ahead and do it anyways because it's worth it.
And while he says they're not threatened,
The title is WTF, explanation.
this one used a lot of offensive language.
Nope, can't read that one.
But Azevedo isn't fazed.
I've got 24 years military background, so I'm well prepared for anybody who takes anything too far, but I mean, it is kind of ridiculous.
He's also not changing his mind about the person he'll vote for December 19th.
Yeah, I'm vote for Trump.
So he scoops up samples of what he's received and will save them as a piece of history for his great-grandchildren. And again, electors from around the country, including Azevedo, will be going to their respective state capitals. That's going to happen December 19th, sometime between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. And they're going to vote for president and vice president. By the way, Azevedo tells me that so far, he's gotten 4. That's right, only 4 messages from people encouraging him to vote for Donald Trump. Reporting live from the state capitol, Giovanna D, CBS 46 News. Heflin, Alabama. On what can be considered the main drag in town, you find a sign about Jesus, guns, and justice. Despite the emptiness here, all eyes are on Alabama.
Well, I think it's real big. I mean, you know, on account of the morals of our state.
Preacher and former politician Buford Gaines says the special Senate election between Republican Roy Moore and Democrat Doug Jones is about values, even though accusations that Moore was involved with teenagers when he was in his 30s have become a flashpoint in the race.
Yeah, I'm a pastor, and I look at it like this. If I don't forgive, I can't get forgiven. Amen.
We also found Erica Kirby, a woman clearly conflicted about who to vote for in the special election. What do you think it comes down to?
Emotions.
Kirby never voted for Moore before, but for other reasons.
I was not a Moore fan to begin with, not because of that, but because of the whole Supreme Court things in the past. I mean, if you're a Supreme Court judge, I think you're supposed to follow the law.
There's just one problem now.
But I'm a conservative, so I don't know how you rectify that.
Happened 40 years ago. All the ones that come forth, they just said it. You know, I can say anything about anybody, but proving it's a different thing.
I don't know, I'm afraid to say, but I probably won't vote for him this time because, you know, the accusations.
Back at the center of Heflin, even though people don't really talk about Moore's opponent, Jones, we did spot the Democratic Party of Alabama office closed. And Erica Kirby says she probably will end up voting for Moore, mainly because he's the Republican candidate in the race. But she says that she hopes he's going to be replaced if he wins and if the allegations are proven true. Reporting live from Anniston, Giovanna D, CBS 46 News. Rhonda and Ben Partain are like two peas in a pod.
It's been 35 years and about 10 days that we've known each other. We've done pretty well so far.
He goes back to that first date. A blind date.
He teases people and says that he thought I said blonde on the phone, but I didn't. I said blonde. I said blind.
But even before that, by phone, Ben realized there was something else about
So
Rhonda.
I could listen to, see, my computer will talk if I want to make it talk.
That she talks about 100 miles an hour.
And she likes to laugh.
Oh, wow.
A lot.
I bet you can see a lot of things looking through that. I said, bring me some iced tea. See, there it's sent to him.
Rhonda, hey, bring me some iced
For
tea.
years, Rhonda saw the world with Ben's help, even with all the difficulties.
So many humorous moments.
Yeah, like when I put the little girl's pink socks into his white underwear and turned them all pink, you know, so.
And then, At the age of 42,
I lost a majority of my eyesight about 14 years ago.
disease robbed Ben of 75% of his eyesight. But Rhonda wouldn't let it rob him of living.
Well, I can't see how to do anything. I'm like, well, bless your heart. I don't see anything either. I don't see anything at all. You've got some vision. Get over it. You know what I mean?
Hello.
All the tricks and technology she'd used to live her best life turned out to be training for Ben.
You're not going to yell at it like I do.
But Rhonda wasn't quite done with Ben just yet. She really did turn out to be his perfect match.
And 9 years ago, she was a match and gave me a kidney. And I was truly dying on dialysis. I truly was. I was not tolerating it very well. And thanks to her, I've had a whole new life, many, many chapters.
And sometimes it makes you sad, you know, really, that you can't see sunrises or sunsets or babies or, you know, I can't smile at Ben or I can't see you smiling at me. But you have to look at what you can do.
Go take a walk.
And what they can do together
Good boy, Caesar.
lets them see all the possibilities.
Address is 321 Lambert
Yay, look, Caesar.
Giovanna D,
We're gonna go take a walk.
CBS 46 News.
Good boy.
45